In the past, I've been called many things. A monster, a demon, a hellspawn that should disappear and never come back. Because wherever I go, other threats appear. None of those things define me. If you don't know who I am, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am the youngest daughter of the strongest woman that used to walk this earth, Aquamarine. I am the younger twin sister of the biggest threat in the scene for years, my older twin sister, Sapphire. I am the adopted daughter of the most controversial man in the scene, Vamp. As for me, you can call me Envy. I was one of the 3 original founders of the Ashura organization. But because of greed and a lust for power, one of my childhood friends tried to kill me, and nearly succeeded. I had nowhere else to go. No money, no friends, no memories, no place to call home. I laid low and joined a wrestling company known as SEA, Sports Entertainment Alternative. It would become my new home. But, as it usually does in life, the ghosts of my past found me. The Ashura organization would reappear, and again, they took everything from me. My hopes, my dreams, my friends, my empire and legacy that I had built, and nearly my life from a woman I would later learn to be my sister, Sapphire. When I was at my lowest, ready to give up, ready to walk away, one person took me in and helped me, Aquamarine. She was always testing me, wanting to see the world I would make with her own eyes. Eventually, I would learn the truth about my past and my family. Aquamarine was my mother. I, her daughter. The day after I learned the truth, she would fight her other daughter, my sister, Sapphire. With a combination of her claw and poison techniques, my mother was no match for Sapphire. She would die in the ring. Of course I wanted revenge, but I wasn't strong enough. Sapphire defeated me and disappeared. It would be a long time before I saw her again. Remember that childhood friend that nearly killed me? Yeah, she came back into my life too. Creaker, they called her. With her leading Ashura, she took control of SEA. She wanted one final battle. Career versus company. Winner take all. I won. I would retake control of SEA, but Ashura, the group that owned SEA, was crippled following the battle. From there, I would expand my wrestling horizons. I would appear for the CAW Champions League and the Destiny Championship Alliance. Even with all the success and power I would obtain, I was even CCL Women's Champion for a couple hours, and eventually became half owner of CCL thanks to my Ashura connections. I felt alone, hollow, empty, just as I did when I actually had nothing to my name. That's when I met the woman that would change my life forever. Her name was Akira Yukimura. Back then, she was just like me. Alone, hollow, had nothing. Just as Aquamarine did with me, I took Akira under my wing, guiding her to a different path. We were happy together. We felt like sisters. Even something more. Unfortunately, the ghost of my past reappeared. Again. This time, it was Sapphire. She learned about Akira. She pretended to be me and ended up joining her. Sapphire and I are identical twins. It's impossible to tell us apart unless you see the scars on our faces. By the time I realized what was happening, it was too late. Akira would become the Empress, and my voice could no longer reach her. Thanks to Sapphire's actions, I would become the most hated figure in virtual wrestling. Eventually, Sapphire and I would clash one last time, This time, with the spirit of our late mother with me, I finally defeated her. But the war took a toll on me. I would fade back in the shadows, never to return. Even after everything, I lost the one person who accepted me. The one person that saved me from myself, though she wouldn't know that. The one person I ever loved in my life was gone. I had no family. I had no friends. Ashura would ultimately dissolve. I had my company, but only operated it away from the public eye. Nearly 3 years since I last saw her, she's alive again. This was my chance to make things right. It took some time and courage, but I finally reunited with Akira and confessed my true feelings to her. I lost her twice. But now, I'm stepping out of the shadows to protect her, atone for the sins of my past, and create a new legacy. The virtual wrestling world, and especially GWM, are about to find out why I was, and still am, feared and respected. My name is Envy. I am out of the shadows. For my enemies, my vengeance will be swift. Everything you know is about to change.